No utilities, no problem. And that's my thought on living in a car with no utilities. Utilities are electric, running water, and sewer. Those are the three major utilities that you have when you live in a house or an apartment. The most critical of all utilities is your electric, because your electric gives you enough power to run an air conditioner or a heater. So when you get ready to venture into living in a car or van and living basically off the utility grid, and I have for 2 years, I've lived in my car with no utilities, your biggest hurdle is having no electric, because you're going to have no air conditioning and you're going to have no heating. Now, for 2 years, I lived in New Jersey during the winter in my car with no heat. How would you handle that, and what would be my advice? Well, what I did was I just layered up with clothes, and I got a thermal rated 20 Fahrenheit degree rated sleeping bag. But there were nights that it got negative below. And even with the sleeping bag, even with putting a lot of layers of clothes, it got cold. I've done some videos on like even putting on a face mask and a couple layers of jackets and things, but even with all the layers of clothes, it got cold. Now you could do a propane powered portable heater, but I never felt safe enough to do it in a small car. I live in a Jeep Renegade. If you had a van, it's possible, but you would definitely need ventilation. You need the windows cracked, and you would definitely need a carbon monoxide detector. I just don't feel safe with it, but if you had a van, it's a possibility. So if you are in a northern state climate, cold climate in the winter, you're going to have to just layer up with clothes, including a facial, like a ski mask, including a low temperature rated sleeping bag, and you're going to have to make do. And if it really got bad at some points, then you could always, rent a hotel room for a couple days or whatever it may be. Because you should have some flexibility, being that you are living cheaper living in a car. Living in a car or van still costs money. I'll do a separate video on that. It's just that you're living cheaper. It's not like you're living free. But with the heat, that's it. With the air conditioning, I've lived in Florida for one summer, and it gets hot. What do I do with no electric in the summer? Well, this summer, all I did was I used my fan. This is a D battery, about $20 fan from Walmart with 2 speeds. Does this keep me cool at night? A little bit, but not fully. At night, one thing you have in your favor is temperatures drop. So if it's 90 degrees during the day, at night it's usually in the 70s. So you usually drop about anywhere from at least 10 degrees to 20 degrees, when it becomes nighttime. So that's, again, in your favor. You have to remember that. You can't look at like you're sleeping in 100-degree weather. You're not. It's still hot, though, in Florida in the summer at night. And even in New Jersey, when I spent the summer in New Jersey, it was hot at night. So there's going to be some sweat. Obviously, you can strip down to your clothes as long as you have your window covers up and stuff and you're parked safely and legally. But the fan only does so much. You don't have electric. But I did a few summers without electric, even one summer in Florida, and it's doable. It's not as convenient. That's what utilities are. They are convenience that allow you to live in a house or apartment and never have to leave until you have to restock for food. You never have to leave your house or apartment as long as you have utilities. But there was one time when I lived in New Jersey and we had Hurricane Sandy. We were without utilities for a week. So you have to remember also that you can survive and even thrive. For the majority of human history, we did not have utilities, and humans lived, without major issues. But yes, utilities make life more convenient, so it's noted. But I'm just trying to point out that for thousands and thousands of years, however old the earth truly is, people lived the majority of that human history time without utilities. It's only in the past 100 years or so of human existence that we've had utilities. So make a mental note, because sometimes people forget that. But how could you alleviate the major utility, which is electric, again, if you didn't want to just sweat a little bit with the fan? If you're in a state, well, all states have campgrounds. You could pay a little bit to get a campground site that has electric hookups, and you can run an extension cord. You can run an extension cord outside of your window, drape the extension cord in your car, and you can run some type of air conditioning. I plan on doing that this summer. That could alleviate. Does that cost money to have a campground? Yes. But like I've made videos, is that you do get discounts if you're a senior citizen, if you're disabled. And in some places, campground fees can be very cheap. Some places expensive. But again, living in your car is not free. You have to pay for gas, you have to pay for car insurance, you have to move, you have to comply. It's cheaper. It's the cheapest of tiny living. But nothing in this world is free. So never forget that. But that's how you're not paying utility bills. But basically, when you reserve a campground with utility hookups, you have free use of that utility. So you could alleviate, if you didn't want to sweat, which I'm going to try this year, you can alleviate that with that supplemental rent by day option. Next utility of importance is water. Water is essential for human survival. What do we use water for? We use water, one, for drinking. That's number one. So how do you alleviate having no utility, no water utility, by a water jug? Okay, so in the United States of America, we're blessed. You can pretty much go to any Walmart, supermarket, and you can buy a gallon of water for $1 or under. I believe this is $1.50, but there's plenty of no-name water jugs, spring water, clean filtered water that you can buy for under $1 for a gallon that will sustain you for at least a day for most people. So we forget, in America, in third world countries, they struggle to find clean filtered water. So we're fortunate that we can have that option to go in any store and get it. So drinking water is solved simply by going to the store and paying for under $1 for drinking water. Okay. The other reason we use water is for showers. Okay. How you alleviate that is you have a gym membership. Okay. Planet Fitness is what I recommend. That's what I use. It's the cheapest, about $20 per month. And you can go to any gym in the entire country, and most of them are open 24/7. You can take a shower at any time. You can let that hot water run for hours, and you're not paying a water bill. You're not paying a heating bill. You can go to the bathroom there. You can brush your teeth. You can shave. There's a lounge where you could do work. And, of course, you can do a workout. So the water and even the sewer is solved by having a gym membership. Okay, you got a water heater there, you got showers, you got a bathroom, brush your teeth, shower, shave, all those things. The sewer, the main reason for the sewer utility is going to the bathroom. Number two, bathroom breaks and urinating. So for at night, what do I do to go to the bathroom? When this water jug is empty, I pee in it. Okay. If you were a female, they make a female, like almost not a catheter, but like a female catheter that would, you'd have like a little hose thing that would drain right into here. So at night, you fill up one of these when you pee, and that's it. I normally, 99% of the time, I don't have to go number 2 bathroom, solid waste bathroom at night, because I'm pretty much on a routine diet that my body flushes out during the day as far as a number 2 bathroom break. But I'm always within walking distance of a public restroom. And that's what you do during the day. Public restrooms. Starbucks, Walmart, parks, they all have public restrooms. Even the free campground that I'm at now that has no utility hookups still has a public restroom. If you're camping at a truck stop, there's a public restroom 24/7. Rest area 24/7 bathroom. So there's 24/7 bathrooms just about anywhere you go, including campgrounds. So you see, we just went through all the major utilities and we solved them. Your life may be a little bit more inconvenient, but your life is a little bit of more freedom where you don't have to deal with utilities and all the issues that utilities bring, whether it's bills, maintenance, etc. Everything has trade-offs, but everything is doable. And for me, no utilities, no issue. Peace and love.